Scriptkeeper.
And your popcorn. So this is what I dealt with for like months. After President Trump takes office, he will appoint General Flynn to a key position, maybe a promotion. When shit happens, a massive operation will launch to turn Trump's base against Trump. We've never wavered from Trump. This is such a fucking reach. There's the original post, right? The plan has always been to make you abandon Trump. Don't take the bait. We haven't. None of us have. We've just been questioning things. This was also you flipping out. Go fuck yourself, with all due respect. Please add that to your quote list tonight. He was all mad. No Sun Tzu, he was given a script to go by, manipulate people through emotion and lead them astray. However, I'm quite sure you're aware of exactly that. Some people with discernment are able to see through the BS. You guys know Mr. Transhumanism and Russell Brand, right? This Russell Brand. You guys also know General Flynn. DIA celebrates Pride Month. Be proud of who you are by DIA Public Affairs. Oh, wait till I bring the Comey video. Okay, so let's go to Patrick Byrne's video next. Patrick Byrne is admitted to taking orders from Comey and Brennan. Very recently, he had a gigantic picture of Mayo on his wall, and his cat is named Che Guevara. He's a communist. This is another anti-Trump psyop from the Flynn-Byrne camp. Do not give it any weight or energy. Bad news, Harris. Obama privately smirking, 100% confident in victory. Don't believe the polls or what you read. Election already in the bag. Why you guys are always so in doubt.
Folks, I've got some bad news for you, and I'm going to give it to you straight. I have sources inside the Kamala Harris operation, and I can tell you this. As of this morning, Kamala Harris and her people are 100% confident. They're not in the least bit worried. They are 100% confident, and they're saying, do not worry about it. Don't worry about the polls. Don't listen to the polls. We have this in the bag. And the Kamala Harris transition team has already been staffed, and it's all Barack Obama's staff. It's Barack Obama. It's his entire staff. The entire transition team is.
I suggest you read General Kellogg, who is in President Trump's administration. Read Chapter 8, Out Like Flynn. Read that chapter. President Trump had recommended this. And this was last night. That's Jaguar Wright. I think she's a witch. I don't know. But this was the Catholic Charities event. Let me bring that. So read the bottom. Catholics for Charities is report. So this was the event last night. It says Catholics for Charities is responsible for this event. This event is not authorized, approved, or endorsed by nor affiliated with President Donald J. Trump. He showed up, and then he told us.
Great time tonight, everybody. We love you all, and just rock and roll, and take good care of my friends. And thank you, General. This is, let me tell you, this guy, he's the real deal. He's a real general, and I told him I offered him about 10 jobs. I think he's doing so well he doesn't need them, but I said, anytime you want to come in, you know that, Mike, okay?
This was Giuliani's testimony. So Mark Meadows came late to the meetings in the same way that you did, right? He was not there at the outset. Yes, he found out my conclusion and he came over. Thank God, he said. Thank God, but he and Flynn got into a big fight about it or something, and it really started to become really nasty. The president called me over because I was the one closest to him, and he says, throw them out. I don't want them back here again. And then he called Mark over, and he said the same thing. Get them out of here. And I said, they're going to try and come back and see you tomorrow and the next day and try to get you alone because that's what they try to do. I'm not around. Mark's not. They'll try to get you alone. And the president said, don't worry, Mark will take care of that. You get rid of them. So I threw them out. I told them, I said, please leave. And this was around the insurrection time when they were trying to get him to sign the Insurrection Act. Sorry, guys. So Alex Jones and Flynn launched separate suits to dodge January 6th committee subpoenas by Morgan. I can't pronounce the name, but I'm going to read you the bottom. Later, in the run-up to the riot, Flynn suggested Trump suspend the U.S. Constitution and impose martial law, having U.S. military facilitate a new election after Trump claimed the November 3rd, 2020 vote had been fraudulent thanks to a Democratic scheming. Trump lost the election to now U.S. President Joe Biden. So they tried to get him to sign the Insurrection Act. I had told you about this a long time ago, guys. Now, they trolled me for months on this. Just read it. Flynn plays a massive role in Trump's cabinet. Smack! Flynn turned down serving President Trump 10 times. It's all about the wording, guys. The wording. Words. I will not serve my nation even if Trump asked me 10 times. Change my mind. This was 5/17/19. It now seems that General Flynn was under investigation long before it was common knowledge. It would have been impossible for me to know this, but if that was the case, and with me being one of the two people who would become president, why was I not told so that I could make a change? You'll have to pause this one.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I know what this whole Q thing is. I think it's just sheer nonsense.
Really?
Sheer nonsense.
Talking about us.
I mean, I know what this whole Q thing is. I think it's just sheer nonsense.
One's 2020, the other's 2020. So we'll just go over these. President Donald Trump berated his former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn and other senior staff members for holding off on arranging a phone call with the Russian president in January 2017, according to a new book. Are you kidding me? Vladimir Putin tried to call me, and you didn't put him through? What the hell were you thinking? Trump said in the middle of a meeting with the UK's Prime Minister, his first White House meeting with a foreign leader. Well, sir, you know you have a lot of calls coming in, and we're trying to manage who you talk to, Flynn responded. What kind of bullshit is this? How is it possible that Putin calls me and you don't put the call through? I don't know what you guys are doing. Trump later told his senior staff members. Now, I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt that President Trump has retruthed over 100 times Q proofs and Q validations for us. And then, just so we're clear, President Trump has retruthed over 100 times, validating what we call 17 proofs. Here's what General Flynn said. Here's my take on 17. I believe it is a major psyop, and for what I can tell, it or they or whatever or whoever is running this op has done a major disservice. What I see are a bunch of people sitting and waiting for something to happen instead of doing what I've been calling for now for quite some time. Local action. The nonsense about Trump is still the president and the military is coming to rescue is just that. Nonsense. I wasn't belittling Dave, X-22. He's a big boy. I was being brutally honest. Like it or not, or believe it or not. Rome is burning. Nero in the Bucket Brigade is getting low on water. And like it or not, I don't. We have a person in the White House that is... So anyways, it's always fear-mongering. The world's ending. We're at war. 5G warfare, guys. Psychological operations. What do you think? When the generals retire, they don't run psychological operations on the American people? Shit. The American people have been having psychological operations ran on them by the military-industrial complex and the military for like over 100 years. I'll sign off on that. And this is just part of the digging. I haven't even got into it. There's a part 2 to this. I'll see y'all soon. 60 seconds on your popcorn. Don't fucking troll me. And then you guys troll me for something. Now, General Flynn's going to be part of President Trump's cabinet. And then, you're such a traitor. But he's not. He turned down 10 jobs from President Trump. Make that make sense, please. And why not serve your country again? Oh, wait. You know what? I forgot one more thing. You guys trolled me so hard that I said if he got a job or took a job from President Trump, I would eat crow and apologize. But he turned down 10 jobs? Oh, man. There's a lot of emotional damage on the way for every...
What? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.